Good morning. My name is Rachael Plaine, and we're here at Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness. And it's Friday morning, June 19th, and we are about to stream our moderate flow yoga class here at BYDF. So this is an hour-long flow class, moderate flow meaning more intermediate style in nature, but certainly accessible for all levels. So we start with a nice centering, meditation, warm-up, standing flow, so you can just hop in at your own level, at your own pace, take it how you want, pick it up a notch, take it down a notch, and just have some fun with us. So we're going to start seated today. You don't need anything special. I might have blocks set up. I usually have blocks for my own personal practice just because I like to use them for some poses. So if you'd like to have them, feel free to grab them and have them nearby, but you don't need anything. So just your mat. You could be practicing in your living room. You could take your computer or tablet or phone outside and practice outdoors with us. So wherever you feel comfortable. And we'll get going in just a moment here. Good morning, Joanne. It's so good to see you. It's always nice to see as the numbers pop up and I can see that you guys are logging on and watching. And so comforting to see some familiar faces that would usually be here in the morning with us at the studio. So I'm so glad that you guys are still practicing and that we can still be together even though we're apart. I let you guys know, some of you that were here earlier in the week, well, I guess Wednesday, because I just found out on Tuesday, it does look like we're going to have permission to do some outdoor classes. There's a couple more things that I need to adhere to with the city and get over to them to get that going, but I'll be updating you guys soon within the next few days about some outdoor classes that are going to be starting at the park. So Springside Park, Burbank Park at Anoda Lake, the Common, and then I will be back up at Mount Greylock as well. So good morning, Robbie. Amy, good morning. Oh, Robbie, I was wondering where you've been. I hope everything's okay. I was thinking about you this morning, actually, wondering how you're doing. So it's good to see you here back. Great. So it looks like we have a nice little crew with us this morning, so we'll get started. Just to update you too on the virtual classes, I'm going to keep streaming the classes that you're used to. So those of you, Helen, good morning. I have a lot of familiar faces today. So those of you that have been following along, we'll keep doing online Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9. So you can take us outside in your own yard on your device. Evening at 5:30, I'll also be streaming at our Tuesday night. So in addition to that, I'll be up on Mount Greylock, which I'll send you guys details on, and every other weekend on Saturday morning at the lake. So the classes that many of you have been to in the past, and lots of other great teachers from BYDF that are going to be offering yoga at Springside Park and some various fitness classes and other things going on. So stay tuned. Lots of exciting stuff happening as we start to get back together in small, safe groups. So until then, come sit on your mat and we'll get going for this moderate flow class. I'll check in with you guys again at the end, so feel free to throw any comments in as we go along, and then I'll check them at the end if you have any questions or anything you want to share. So thanks for being here, and I look forward to practicing with you. So let's go take a seat. Great. Good morning, Amy. I'm so glad you're here too. Good. All right, we're set. Let's do it. Okay, so coming into our comfortable seat, just like we usually do, just bring your hands to your lap. And if you're here for the first time, I always like to start off with a centering. And sometimes we'll be lying down, sometimes we're in child's pose, but typically I like to start seated to kind of just drop into the space, drop into our bodies, drop into our hearts and our breath. So just take some time to move around. So you could be cross-legged or any other variation. You could be sitting up on a bolster or a cushion or anything that would feel comfortable, block, or just sitting on the ground. And then as you start to shift the weight forward and back and feel the legs and feel the knees, we'll go right into that letting go breath. So breathe in through the nose. Exhale through your mouth. And do that again. Deep breath in. Full breath out. And one more time, big breath. And let go. Good. Take that deep, full breath in through the nose. Breathe in as much breath as you can. Through your nose, take your cat back. So exhale and round your back like a cat. Tuck the tail under, draw the navel and bring the chin to the chest. Hold it out. Stay there. Take a deep inhale. And full exhale. Good. Inhale, float up. Lift the belly, lift the heart, lift the chest, lift the throat. Look up. And exhale, round. And we'll just do this a couple times. So warming up the spine before we come to meditate and sit in stillness. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release back. Take it right into your shoulders. So we're trying to work out all the kinks in our body so we can sit still for a moment. Inhale up. And exhale, go down and back. Inhale up. Exhale, release. And then one more time, inhale up. Exhale, let go. Roll the palms open so it's the backs of the hands touching the lap. You could let the palms be open. You can even touch the thumb and the pointer finger together in Gya Mudra, this hand mudra of continuous energy, or just let the palms be soft, whatever's comfortable for you. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Relax your face. Relax the back of the neck, the tops of the shoulders. Take a deep inhale. And full exhale. As you breathe in, roll one ear to one shoulder, open up that opposite side of the neck, eyes are closed or soft gaze, we're just starting to tune in. And exhale through center. Take that one more time, inhale ear to shoulder, open up. And back through center. And then one more time each side, just move at your own pace. So whether it's faster or slower than my pace or than what you were just doing a moment ago. Just finding a couple of those half head circles or quarter head circles to feel the neck and the shoulders. And back through center. And then eventually sit up nice and tall. So lift the head up. Root the tailbone down, lengthen the spine. And for today, let's bring the right hand right up to our heart. So you can place the hand on the chest. You can place the left hand on the belly if that's comfortable for you. So you're touching the heart, touching the belly. Take a deep inhale. And full exhale. As you start to tune in here, feel the belly expand into the lower hand. The ribs open, and then the heart and chest rises up into the upper hand. Exhale, softening that chest, relaxing your ribs and softening the belly. And feeling that loving energy and kindness and empathy and compassion from your hands right into your heart, right into your body. So sending ourselves this positive message or positive energy of love, of compassion, of strength. Whatever it is that you need today, knowing that you have that already inside yourself. So we're just using this practice as a way to tap into that, to access that more easily. Take another deep breath in. And full breath out. On your next in-breath, just go ahead and spread the arms off the body, palms face forward, chest could rise, lift the face, look up. And then give yourself a nice big hug. So round your back like a cat. Bring one arm on top, one arm on the bottom. Doesn't matter what side. Drop the chin. And then inhale, open up. So same cat and cow, but now we're using our arms. And exhale, round back, big hug. And do that twice more. Inhale, open up, float the front body. Exhale, release back. And then one more time. So we're getting our spine moving, our shoulders moving, our arms moving. And exhale, release. And then this time as you open up, sit up really tall. And bring your hands behind you. Drop your chin, interlace your fingers, and open up the heart. Press the fists down, squeeze the shoulders together, lift the chest, look way up. Exhale, release the gaze, the hands, the shoulders, roll them up, back and down. Press into fingertips, lift the heart, maybe press the hips forward, maybe elevate the hips right up off the ground and look up. And exhale, release. Come over your shins to all fours or swing the legs around. So you're coming into tabletop. Bring your hands in front of the shoulders and start to circle your hips. So the hip circles can be as big or as small or as fast or as slow as you want. We're just in our warm-up here. If you're just tuning in, this is our moderate flow class. So coming out of our centering and into our warm-up to prepare for this flow or practice of linking our breath with our movement. When the hips come to the back, swing them the other way. Good. When the hips come to the back, take a wide knee child's pose, touch the big toes, separate the knees, sink the hips, drop the forehead, and breathe here. Good job. Walk the hands over to the right so you're in a C curve. So we want to get that lateral flexion or side bending to help warm up the spine, the ribs, the waist, the armpit, chest. Drop the head. Couple breaths. Good. Send the arms the other way. So walk right through center all the way to the left or whatever side you didn't do yet. Sink the hips off to the side. Drop the head and breathe. Good. Extend the arms forward. Let's shift forward to tabletop, all fours. Bring the wrists under the shoulders, the knees under the hips, just a couple hip wags. So we want to get into rotation too to help warm the spine. So pausing in your tabletop, holding here, take a deep breath in and float the right arm out and up. So lift that arm up and look up. And then as you exhale, thread that arm halfway through. Bend the elbow, dip the shoulder, look to the side. Do that twice more. So nice, easy warm up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread halfway through, warming up the spine and the shoulders. One more time. Inhale, lift. I'm going to turn this way so you can see. And then exhale, thread through. And when you get down, just pause here, but make sure the hips are above the knees and the neck is long, so you're on the outer edge of the head. So you could stay right here. I'm going to give you an arm variation in a moment. But you could also get a little deeper into your twist if you want by extending the left leg out. So you press into that left hand, you just kick that left leg out and get on the sole of your foot. So you're on the sole of the left foot, and then pressing to the left arm, you could really roll that right shoulder underneath even a little bit more. Maybe you could even grab a hold of the shin or the front of that left leg if you wanted to, if there's space. If not, skip that. If it doesn't feel good, skip it. And then maybe lift the left arm up and roll up. And if you want more, just wrap that left arm behind your back. Let the back of the hand touch the hip or wrap right into the hip crease. So really big twist, wringing out the spine. Releasing any tension in the body, the mind, the heart, whatever you don't need, just wringing it out here. Good. If you were holding that bottom leg, just release that. If you had the arm behind your back, lift it back up. Release your hand to the ground. And we're going to take that left leg, if it was out, and just tuck it back in. Press into your left hand, lift your right arm out and up, all the way up to the ceiling. Look up. And exhale, release back down. Inhale, other side, left arm out and up. So this is a moderate pace class. So I'm going to give you these variations that might be a little more challenging than what we do on Monday or Wednesday. But you don't have to take them. Inhale, lift up. You can take it at your own pace. Exhale, thread through. At any point, you can pause, you can modify, you can adjust. Inhale, lift. And exhale, release. Come all the way through. Bring the shoulder down, bring the head down. Lengthen the spine, so you're on the outer edge of the head and the hips are right above the knees. So option one, you could stay here. If this is feeling good, just hold. Option two, if you want, you're going to kind of shift the weight a little to the left so you can send the right leg out, but get on the foot. So you're actually using that leg like a little kickstand. And if you want to get in deeper, press into the right hand and tuck the left shoulder under more. Almost like you could roll more towards the back of the head. Not all the way to the back of the head, but just a little bit of a deeper twist. And then if you wanted to, that bottom arm could even grab a hold of the bottom leg, the leg that's out to the side. And if you wanted one more option, you could lift the right arm up. You could bind that arm behind your back. You could let it touch the back or wrap right into the hip crease, kind of touching the top of the thigh or even the inner thigh. Maybe close your eyes and take a couple breaths. Good. If you have the arm behind your back, lift it up and then place it down. If you are holding that leg that's out to the side, release it. And if the leg was out to the side, just tuck it back in. Press into the right hand, unwind, everyone left arm out and up. And exhale, release that hand down. From here, shift all the way forward to come onto your belly. Just come onto the belly, make a pillow for the head, stack the palms of the fists, bend the knees, toes up, nice and easy, just a little windshield wiper side to side. Gotta move these out of the way. And then just a circle with the shins, loosen up your back. And then circle the shins the other way. And let your legs come long. From here, bring your hands underneath the shoulders, back near the chest. Firm up the legs, press into the pubic bone and the hip points to lift the heart to cobra, but then come on up to sphinx, so come on the forearms. Slide the hands forward, bring the elbows underneath your shoulders. The legs are long, gaze is forward. Chest is open. Look in front of the fingertips. So it's just a nice gentle back bend to warm up the back, to build some strength in the back. Press into the elbows, lift the heart. From here, look down at the ground. We're going to pop up gently to a forearm plank, if that feels okay, to warm up our core. So from here, bring the hands together. Maybe even interlace your fingers. You're going to get really strong in your arms. Curl the toes under one toe, the other toe, press into the elbows, press into the forearms, and see if you can lift your body up. And if you can't, hold sphinx. You're on the balls of the feet. You're either here in forearm plank, and you're breathing into the core, into the shoulders, into the arms, strong legs, or you're in sphinx. Take another deep breath in. Full breath out. You can do it. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly release. Unwrap your hands, lift up to sphinx. One more time, lift the chest, lift the heart, look in front of the fingertips, open chest. And exhale, release back down. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, press back to tabletop, all fours. Hands a little further forward to the shoulders, curl the toes under, and come on up to dog. And then when you get to dog, let's start to walk it out. So press a heel down. Press the other heel down, pedaling out the feet, walking your dog. Good job. And then have the feet hip width distance, spread the fingers nice and wide, slide the hands forward like you're going to press the mat away, reach the hips back, and take a few breaths here. Good. From here, float the right leg up, three-legged dog, flex the foot, roll the ankle one way. Straight leg, flexed foot, ankle roll. Roll it the other way. Keep your legs straight, point your toe, lift it skyward so that the hips open if there's space for that. And then bend the top knee and let the foot fall back towards your hip. Good. Kick it up high to the sky. And then bring your knee into your belly to a flying plank and just hover, shoulders above the wrist. Good. Kick back, three-legged dog, flex your foot. Take the knee across the body, opposite elbow, hover. Kick back, three-legged dog. If at any point it's too much, rest in dog or child, or even three-legged dog, knee to opposite elbow. Kick it back, and then this time, we're going to step or help that leg through. So come on through to a lunge. If it gets stuck, just give it a little help through and soften the back knee down. From here, just pause. Hands could be on the ground, or if you had your blocks, you could be up on your blocks if that's more comfortable. And the knees right above the ankle and the hips are dipped and you're breathing into the psoas or hip flexor. We're going to come in and out of this from here to Ardha Hanumanasana, which is a half monkey pose or split to stretch the hamstring. So start to send the hips back, flex your foot, hold here. And then again, in and out. So breathe in, rock forward. Exhale, rock back. I'm going to do that twice more. So hands on the ground or the blocks. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Back toes curled under or uncurled. One more time. Roll forward. And shift back. This time you're going to roll forward on the sole of the foot, back toe curled under or uncurl it. Inhale, lift the arms. Interlace your fingers, release your pointer, point at the ceiling. And slice the arms across your lap, right to the outer edge of that leg so you're in a twist. And you can look down at the ground, or if you want one more step from here, come into prayer twist. Press the palms together, roll the sternum towards the thumb. Bottom elbow points down, top elbow points up, look up. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, release. Interlace your fingers, point at the ground. Slice your arm bones above your head, maybe even look up. And exhale, swan dive. Curl your back toes under and step your back leg up to meet your front leg. Inhale, lengthen to a flat back. Bring your fingertips to the mat or bring your hands to your shin bones, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale to a deep fold over your legs. Inhale, reverse swan dive, flat back. Come all the way to stand. Let your palms touch when you get there. And exhale, slide your hands to prayer. Close your eyes. Maybe create an intention for today's practice if you haven't already. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release your arms. Inhale, sun breath. We're going to do the whole thing on the other side. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, hands to shins or fingertips to mat. You're doing great. Exhale, deep fold, right leg steps back to lunge. Left leg meets it in plank. Hold your plank. Press out through your heels, press out through your head. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, first time through, release your knees so you know it's here. Uncurl your toes, modified chaturanga, elbows point back, come to belly. Inhale, cobra, heart pulls through, elbows back, shoulders down. Exhale, heart reaches forward, come to belly. Shift to table. Hands a little further forward in front of the shoulders, toes curled under, hips lift up, down dog. Inhale, calf press. Come on the balls of your feet. Exhale, drop the left heel, bend the right knee, look underneath the left shoulder or armpit. Well, I guess it's your shoulder too. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, switch. Good. Inhale, rise. And exhale, both heels drop. So here we go, whole thing on the other side. Left leg floats up, three-legged dog. So hips are square here. So you're maybe not picking it up as high as you can because we're not opening the left hip yet. Roll the ankle, strong legs, firm up the legs. Roll it the other way. Keep it straight, point your toe. And now, if you want, open up the hips. You feel that leg stretch as high as it'll go. And then bend the top knee, let your foot flop back towards your hip. And then stretch it high. Send the knee into the belly, pointed toe, flying plank. Hover with the shoulders above the wrist. Kick back, three-legged dog. Flex your foot. Take the knee across the body, nice and slow, like you're moving through water. Controlled, slow movements. Kick back, three-legged dog. Take it to the outside elbow, point your toe, shift forward. Kick back, three-legged dog. And now step or help it through. So we're coming right to that lunge. Hands on the ground or the blocks. Soften the back knee. And take a moment just to be in this knee down lunge. So hands on ground or blocks, front knee above the front ankle, bow the head to the heart. Take a little rest. Breathe into the hip flexor, the psoas, right across the hip crease of the right leg. And hold. Good. Take another deep inhale. As you exhale, shift the hips back, flex the foot, and pause here for just a whole breath the first time. Deep inhale. Full exhale. And then we come in and out. Inhale, rock it forward. Look up. Exhale, rock back. Head could drop. 2 more times. So you're flowing in and out of these 2 poses with the breath. Last time, roll it forward. Release it back. And now we're going to roll forward and stay, hold, breathe. Back toes curled under or uncurled. Come up onto fingertips. Lift the heart. If you feel like you have your balance, you're going to lift the arms. Interlace your fingers, release your pointer, point up at the ceiling. And then slice your arm bones across your lap, right over to the left, and lock them in place. And then if you want, prayer twist. Palms pressed together. Elbows move away, sternum rolls up to thumb, and then just your focal point can be up at the ceiling. You're in a knee down prayer twist, wringing out the spine, building strength in the legs, working on your balance. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release. Interlace your fingers, point at the ground, look down. Inhale, rise up with the arms, maybe even look up at the ceiling, and dive forward. Curl your back toes under. Step your back leg up to meet the front leg. And inhale, lengthen, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to prayer. Eyes can close. Come back to that intention or come back to whatever feeling you want to invite into your body, your mind, or your heart. Breathe it in. And exhale, release your arms. Be up at the top of the mat. We're going to keep flowing here. So inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana, stretch out. Exhale, deep fold. Step the left leg back, step the right leg back. Hold your plank pose. So just like we did a moment ago or a few moments ago, you could drop your knees to modify or keep them lifted. If you're going to come through full chaturanga, glide forward an inch or two, point your elbows back, hover, or come to your belly. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, float up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, drop the right heel, bend the left knee, look underneath the right arm. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, switch. Good. Inhale, rise. Exhale, both heels drop on your next in-breath. Float the right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step or help it through to the top of the mat. On the fingertips. Hold here. Take a deep breath. And full breath out. We're coming up to stand in this lunge. Inhale, lift the arms. Frame the head. So you're in this crescent lunge or high lunge. Take a deep in breath. As you exhale, release the hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. You're on the ball of the back foot. Press the fists down. Squeeze the shoulders together. If you have your balance, maybe look up. Release your gaze to the front. Release your hands. Frame your head. Take a deep breath. Press the palms together. Interlace your fingers, release your pointer. So just like we did with our knee down lunge, you're going to take those arms and slice them across your lap, right over to the right, and hold. Pause here or take your prayer twist. One elbow down, one elbow up. Look down or look up. Release, interlace your fingers, point at the ground. Inhale, float the arms above the head, straighten your legs. And exhale, open up, warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2, the back heel spins down, the arms widen, look out over your front middle finger. On an inhale, straighten the legs, lift the arms. So nice and simple, palms touch. Exhale, back to warrior 2, familiar, hold. Twice more, inhale up. Exhale, back. Last time, inhale, rise. And exhale, release, hold the bottom. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, side angle, so either forearm to the thigh or bottom arm could come to the ground right outside that bottom leg and look up. Couple breaths. Top arm is going to pick you up to reverse triangle, so press down into the feet, rise up, dance back. And then inhale, arms open, shoulder height. Turn the toes forward and the heels back. So we're in our wide-legged stance. Wrists are right above the ankles. Lift the arms. Exhale, hands behind your back. Drop your chin, just like we did in our high lunge. Drop the tailbone too, and then press the hips down. Squeeze the shoulders open. Look up. Exhale, dive halfway to take a flat back, or all the way to bring the head towards the ground and float the arms away from the back. Couple breaths. You're doing awesome. Keep going. Good. Let the arm bones pull you up. When you get up, drop your tailbone, press the fists down, squeeze the shoulders together, and look up. Release the gaze all the way to the ground. Drop your chin. And then release your hands and take a big sun breath. Inhale, lift the arms up, look up. Exhale, open arms, shoulder height. Turn the front foot forward, that's your right foot. Bend the right knee, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, cartwheel down, right arm, left arm. Pivot on the ball of the back foot and revolve your lunge. Press into the left hand. Lift the right arm up, look up. Deep breath in. And exhale, release the hand. Step back to plank or modified plank. Step the front leg back to meet the back leg. Lower chaturanga or modified. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Take about 3 to 5 breaths here, just to pause in your dog. Feeling the hips stretch up away from the wrists. Feeling that deep stretch in your back body. The back's the hamstring. Strong, confident, able body. And then you're going to look between your hands and either walk, step, or bend your knees and hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands straight through prayer. And come back to any intention. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release your arms, whole thing from the top. So make sure you're at the top of your mat. I'm going to be here so you can see. Inhale, lift. Exhale, dive. So whole sequence on the other side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Right leg steps back. Left leg follows. Lower chaturanga or modify by dropping knees. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, calf press, heels lift. Exhale, left heel drops, right knee bends, look underneath left arm. Inhale up. Exhale, switch. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, both heels drop on your next in-breath, float the left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step or help it through to the top of the mat. Come high in the fingertips. Inhale, lift the arm. Exhale, release the hands behind. Interlace your fingers. You're on the ball of the back foot, different than warrior one. You're in a crescent lunge or high lunge. Press the fists back. Lift the heart. Look up. Release your gaze to the front. Release the hands. Toss them up above the head. Find your balance. And then press the palms together. Interlace your fingers. Release the pointer. Slice across your lap. Either hold there or prayer twist. Bend the elbows away from each other. Roll the sternum up to your thumb. Look up. Release. Interlace fingers. Point down to the ground. Look down. Inhale, arms rise. Legs straight and breathe in. Lift up. And exhale, warrior two. So kind of settle back in. Adjust the feet. Find that posture and hold. Come in and out of that. Straighten the legs. Lift the arms. Shift your gaze. Look up. And exhale, warrior two. So you're moving with your breath. One breath per movement. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Like the breath is what's moving your body. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Hold the bottom. Deep breath in. And exhale, side angle. So remember, you could bring the forearm to the thigh, like we do on Monday or Wednesday, or bring that bottom arm right to the side of the leg. Look up. Be on your fingertips or your palm. And breathe. You're doing great. Inhale, rise up, straighten the legs and dance back. And then open arms, shoulder height. Turn toes forward, heels back. Inhale, lift arms. Exhale, release hands down, drop the chin. Interlace your fingers. It's the same thing. Press the fists down, squeeze the heart open. So you already did this. And exhale, hinge forward. You could pause halfway, or you could come all the way into that deep fold. Drop the head. Float the arms away from the back. Engage the quadriceps. So feel the thighs strong. And just notice what's happening in your body right now. Where do you feel this? What's opening up? What's getting stronger? What's getting more flexible? Where are you finding more balance? Good. And then arm bones pull you up, so press the head away, let the arms leverage the body up. Firm up those legs again, drop your tailbone, lift the heart, squeeze the shoulders together, look up. And look back down for balance. Heavy tailbone, so the low back is long. And then big sun breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, shoulder height with the arms. Front foot turns forward, heel lined up with arch of back foot. Front knee bends, warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Deepen breath. And exhale, cartwheel, left arm, right arm. Pivot on the ball of the back foot. Press into the right hand. Lift the left arm, twist, ring it up. Take a breath. And exhale, release. Step the front leg back to meet the back leg. Lower chaturanga or modify by dropping knees. Inhale, lift up, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, lift the hips, downward dog. About 3 to 5 breaths here to rest in dog. If you need more of a rest or want more of a rest, drop down to table or child. And take a few breaths. Feel your breath, fill your entire body. Breathing in that new energy or life force or prana, vitality. Good, whatever you're seeking, that love, that peace, that joy, compassion, strength. Good. And then look between your hands. Walk, step, or bend your knees and hop up. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. And exhale through prayer. Eyes could close again for a moment, just recentering, coming back to your breath. Deep inhale. And exhale, release the arms. Bend the knees, bend the hips. Let's come to Utkatasana or standing squat. Feet can be hip width. Some people like to practice with feet together. That's fine too. They're both correct. They're just different. So wherever you want to be. I usually have my feet hip width. I did my training at Kripalu, and that's usually how we build our standing poses. But if you practice a different genre of yoga or like to have the feet together, that's fine too. So bend the hips, stretch the arms. Take a deep breath. And full breath out. As you inhale, straighten the legs, rise up. And exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, deep fold. You're going to walk, step, or hop back. If you're hopping, come to chaturanga. If you're stepping, come to plank. And then lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, rise on balls of feet again. Exhale, drop one heel, bend one knee, shift the gaze. Inhale up. Exhale, switch. Inhale up. Exhale, both heels drop. Let's float the right leg up again to three-legged dog. Step or help that right leg through again. So it's going to be similar to what we did in the very beginning. Come on the fingertips, or the beginning of the flow. Inhale, lift the arms. Interlace your fingers, release your pointer. We're going to take this twist one more time. Slice the arms across the body. Press here. Bring the hands to prayer. If you want one more prayer twist on each side, you can do it. You're doing great. You had lots of practice now. It's our third time. Release the hands. Interlace your fingers, point at the ground. Inhale, stretch the arms up. And exhale, dive forward. We're going to take a balance here. So bring the hands in front of the foot. Step the back leg up to warrior 3. Come on the fingertips and press the head away from the tail. So you could hold right here. You could also open the arms to T. You could bring the hands to prayer in front of the heart. Or you could stretch the arms above the head. Take a breath. Exhale, release the hands down. Lift the leg up as you bring the head towards the shin, standing split. And then take a little curtsy. Bend the knees and look up. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, stretch the leg high. Drop the head. And now this time you're going to tuck that bottom leg so much that you come to land. Tuck it right underneath the front leg and come to land on the sitting bones. And if you're like, yeah, right, no way, that doesn't work, come to sit and then take the bottom leg and unwind it. You can hold on to the shin, lift up. Okay, so we're going to twist here. So again, that bottom leg is either tucked in or long. You're holding the front shin. You're sitting up tall. Good. Lift the right arm, same arm as front leg or top leg. And then twist towards that top leg and gather it into your elbow as you bring the long arm to the ground. Look to the side or turn the gaze over the back shoulder. Could also hook the elbow across the lap. And I think maybe last week or not too long ago I showed you guys a bind. So depending on your practice, you could bind. You could take that hand right between, like through the space in your legs and bring the other hand behind. So only if that feels good. For some of us, if you have open shoulders and you want more of a twist, you could do it. But for many of us, it's too congested or not enough space, right, to do that. So that's okay too. Hold here. Good. Unwind your body. Let's just take a little mini twist the other way. So bring the right arm inside that leg. Thumb can touch pointer finger. Sit up tall. Look to the side or over the back. Good. And then come back through center. For a hip opener, we're going to take our cow face pose. So unwind your arms, and you're going to wiggle this top leg closer onto the bottom leg. So move your foot away. Try to braid the legs. The bottom leg goes under, the top leg goes on top, and you squeeze the legs together so you can get on both your sit bones and have your knees stacking. Now, if you had that bottom leg uncurled, that's totally fine. You'd be in half cow face. And if this just doesn't feel good for whatever reason in your hips or your knees, you can always do cross legs with the right leg on top, in front. So your right leg's either in front or on top. And sit up tall. Now one more thing, if you're in cow face, the full version, try to make equal distance between your hips and your heels if you can. And it's okay if that top knee's up. So if that's happening, don't worry. Hold here. Hold your feet if you'd like, or hold the ground, sit up tall. Maybe close your eyes and just feel into your hips, feel your sitting bones, your tailbone, everything heavy, rooted, grounded, connected to the earth, strong, stable. And then rise up, let the base of the tail send energy all the way up to the very top of the head. Get really, really tall. Take up a lot of space here. Take a deep breath in. And full breath out. One more deep in breath. And as you exhale this time, hinge at the hips if you'd like to get into a deeper hip opener. So keep a flat back or round your spine. And breathe. And then lengthen. Press the head away from the tail. We're going to take a really big, beautiful transition from here. So this top leg is going to spin around. So you come almost like to a pigeon pose. That top leg spins all the way around. Bottom leg tucks under like pigeon, right? Here we are. And then curl your back toes under. And you're going to press in your hands and kick that front leg back to dog, three-legged dog. I'm going to just move this way so you can see. So it looks like this. I just kick that leg back and I'm in three-legged dog. Maybe roll the ankle. One way or the other way might feel nice to open the hips again, like we did in the very beginning in our warm-up. Stretch it high, bend the knee, toe drops back. If flipping your dog is in your practice and you wanted to flip your dog, you could do that. Inhale, lift your leg high, sky. Exhale, release your foot down to the ground. Hold here, just a couple breaths in your down dog. Good job. One more time. We're going to look between our hands, walk, step, or bend your knees and hop towards the top of the mat. However you get up is fine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, reverse your swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Stand up tall. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release your hands. Last time, Utkatasana, so feet hip width or close together. Bend the knees, bend the hips, sit into chair. I'm going to turn to this side. You're going to hold your chair pose, so feet hip width or close together. Knees bend, hips bend, sit back like you're in that chair. And you're just going to hold there. A few breaths. Good. Strong legs. Long diagonal line from tail to head, long, strong arms. Steady breath. Inhale, stand up, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive over your leg. Inhale, stretch it out, come onto the shins or the fingertips, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, deep fold, walk, step or hop back, Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg floats up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step or help it through. We're almost done. Come on the fingertips. Come on up, high lunge, inhale. Right away, interlace your fingers, release your pointer, last twist. Slice the arms across your lap. You got it, you can do it. You're doing awesome. Shavasana is gonna feel so good. Come to prayer twist. Roll the sternum up to your thumb. Look to the side or up to the ceiling. Release, look down, interlace your fingers, point at the ground. Lift the arms all the way up above the head. You could even look up if you wanted to. And then dive over the legs. Get ready for our balance. So we're coming up to Warrior 3 today. So the hands could come in front of the shoulders. You're going to spring up and lift that back leg. Flex your foot. Try to get the head in line with the heel. Firm up your legs. Option 1, you stay right here. Grab your blocks, put up whatever you need to underneath the hands. That's perfect. Hold. Or open the arms to T. Or bring the hands to prayer. Or stretch the arms above the head like Tadasana, right in line with the foot. Take a breath. Release the hands. Tip the head towards the shin. Lift that leg skyward, standing split. And curtsy. Bend the knees. Tuck that leg in. Look up. Breathe in. Exhale, stretch, standing split. It doesn't matter how high it goes. One more time. Bend the knees. Curtsy. Breathe in. Look up. And exhale, stretch. Last time, you're doing awesome. Now we're going to tuck it in for our twist. We're going to land. So tuck it in. Tuck it in, tuck it in, tuck it in, and drop the hips. Do whatever you need to get seated here. We're coming into that twist. So remember, bottom leg tucked under or straight. Get ready. Hold the shin, lift up, sit up tall. Inhale, lift the left arm, same arm as bent knee. Twist towards your bent knee, gather it into the elbow. Take the long arm to the ground. Look to the side or over your back shoulder and breathe. More about length and height, sitting up tall, long spine, than having a really deep, deep twist. You could take the elbow across the lap. You could also take the bind. But again, doesn't really matter the arm variation. That's dependent on just kind of your natural body, the flexibility that you have right here. You don't have to force yourself into anything. You're just trying to get a nice little ring out of the spine, rotating the ribs around that axis of your long, tall spine. Good, unwind. If you're binding, let it go. Twist the other way, bring the left hand inside the leg. Tuck your thumb and pointer finger together, and then sit up tall, root the tailbone and sitting bones down. Look to the side, or turn the head right over the back shoulder. Good, unwind. Coming into cow face. Top leg walks over, bottom leg walks under. Thighs get really close, knees touch. Other option, bottom leg is straight. Other option, left leg in front for cross legs. So choose where you want to be. One side might be different than the other side. Hold the feet or hold the ground, sit up tall. And close your eyes. Take a moment to arrive here. Feel the strength and power that you're cultivating through this practice. Feel the breath. Feel the beating of your own heart. Feel the energy swirling around the body that you're creating through breath and movement and focus. You're doing awesome. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, fold if you want, hinge at the hips, flat back or round your back. Hold that fold, couple breaths. Good, you're gonna stay right where you are. And then lengthen to come up, press the head away from the tail. Just so we're even, let's take that same big transition. So take the top leg, swing it all the way around, tuck the bottom leg in like pigeon, right? So let's set up there just for a moment. And then the back toe curls under and you're gonna power up to that 3-limbed dog. Press into the hands, curl the back toes under. This is the last big thing you're doing. Kick the leg back. Open the hip if you want, high to the sky. Drop the foot towards the hip, bend the knee if you want a little more opening. If you flip your dog, if you know what I'm talking about, or wild thing, go for it if you want it. If not, stay with me here, breathe. Good, kick it high to the sky. Exhale, release it to the ground, down dog. Soften the knees to the ground. Uncurl your toes and child's pose. Sink the hips back and hold. Good. Hands come back underneath shoulders. Press into hands, lengthen to come up or roll up to sit on the heels. Bring the knees hip width. If that's not comfortable, come to sit. Turn the palms open, close the eyes. And take just a moment to breathe here. Back to that 3-part Dirga breath. Breathe into the lowest part of the belly, middle portion of the ribs, upper section of the heart. And exhale, release the chest, relax the ribs, relax the belly. One more deep inhale. And full exhale. Just let the chin drop at the bottom, slide the hands off the lap, come to seated, just regular breath, swing the legs around, and let's scooch up to the top of our mats. We'll come to lie down, so you can lift the arms up, and then exhale, lower. Good, when you get down, take a nice big stretch. I'll lead you through just a brief closing sequence before we come to Shavasana, so hug the knees into the belly, hold the knees or the shins, or wrap the arms around the legs and rock. Hands to knees, circle knees. Good. And circle knees the other way. Hugging knees into belly, extend the left leg, keep the right leg in. Hold here. You could also extend your right leg to the ceiling and hold. Good. If you can catch the big toe, you could grab the big toe and hold. Left hand could come to the hip. Now pause, breathe. If you want, open that leg out to the side, holding the toe, the leg, whatever you can hold on to. Anchor the left hip down. Pause. Breathe. Send that leg to the ceiling. Whatever you're holding on to is fine. Rebend the knee. Take a hold of the knee in the opposite hand. Open the arm out to T, the right arm out to T, and roll onto your left hip. Just take a brief twist. Turn the head away from the knee. You're doing great. Roll back onto the spine, bring your foot to the mat, shift the hips back. If they need to be shifted, send the right leg long. Hug the left knee into the belly, hold the knee or hold the shin. Pause here. You could send that leg to the ceiling, holding the back of the leg or whatever you can hold on to. If you can grab the big toe, go ahead and bend the knee, take a hold of the big toe, peace fingers to big toe. If you can't hold that, hold anywhere on the leg. Left hand could come to the top of the thigh, the hip, or out to T. Breathe. And then open the left leg to like a half straddle. We've done this balancing pose before too, standing up, where you're holding your big toe, right? Much easier lying down maybe. Send the leg back up to the ceiling, whatever you're holding onto is fine. Rebend the knee, take a hold of the knee in the opposite hand, open the left arm out to T and roll into your twist. Take that leg right across the body. Look away from the knee. You could close the eyes or soften the gaze. Good. Come back through center, press the foot into the ground, shift the hips back, lengthen your leg, and take a moment to move in any way that you want before you rest. So any last wiggles, shifting, adjusting, final poses, feel free to take them now. We're just going to be in Shavasana for maybe a moment or so together, a couple moments. You're always welcome to stay longer, but take your time to set yourself up to rest. So if Shavasana is new for you, it's our final closing pose. We're on our backs. The legs can come long. If there's any sensitivity in the low back, you might want to put a rolled blanket underneath the knees or a bolster or blocks or pillows, cushions, whatever you have. Arms can be slightly away from the body, a little bit of space between the body and the arms, palms open. Eyes closed. Start to feel your breath. Feel the natural rhythm of your breath without shaping or controlling the breath. Let the eyes fall back even further beneath your closed eyelids. Breath softens. Mind settles. And your whole body can start to relax and surrender. Taking a moment or so in silence to integrate this practice and to let your body and your mind and your heart take in whatever you need from this morning. Good. You're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. If you'll be transitioning out with me, just begin to deepen your breath. Feel your breath be sent to all the edges and corners of the body. And then maybe bring movement into those places, the fingers, the toes, whatever you want to move. And then come on to either side. Come to a fetal pose. Bring the knees into the belly. Bring the arms into the chest. Just take a moment to rest on one side. And then press down into the ground to let your body rise up. We'll be here just for a minute together. Cross the legs or any other variation of seated, backs of hands to the lap, palms open, sit up tall. Take a deep inhale. And full exhale. On your next in-breath, bring the hands together to prayer position, Anjali Mudra, sealing in your practice and intention. And exhale, bow your head back to yourself, honoring yourself. Honoring whatever you set as an intention. and preparing to enter this new day with an open mind and an open heart, full of love, peace, compassion towards yourself and towards others. We'll end together on the sound of Om, the sound of community, starting with a letting go breath. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale a sigh. And we'll begin. Deep breath in. As your head bows back to yourself, taking one last moment to honor the divinity and the light that shine within you. Namaste. Thank you for being here today. Have a wonderful, wonderful day and a great weekend, and happy solstice weekend. It's a perfect opportunity to have a fresh start. So shedding whatever it is that is not serving you and moving into this new phase, this new season of how you want to lead forward. So just keeping that in mind this weekend. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. So have a great day and enjoy the sun. And I look forward to practicing with you guys again. I'll be back on the mat tonight at 5:30 for candlelight yoga, and back again on Monday morning at 9. So I'll see you guys soon. Thank you, Chris. Thanks for joining us today. Helen, thank you. Emily, thank you. It's great to see you guys. So stay tuned. Keep an eye on your inbox and on Facebook, and I'll send out info on those outdoor classes that'll be starting within the next couple weeks. So lots of love to you guys. I miss you so much, and I can't wait to see you again soon. So take care. Thanks, Robbie. Mwah. See you guys later. Have a great day.